best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at Atlanta. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, right now for the Warriors, they've hit a little rough patch, but they know what they're capable of. It's just a matter of going out and proving it on a nightly basis.
Now Golden State's starting 5. We've got Brandon Pajemski. Brown out there with Moody. Then it's Porter. And it's Eubanks in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Dillingham in at the point. You know, Greg, so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Porter looking it over. Pass to Pajemski. Wants to get it to Brown and does. On the wing, Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Count it. Good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. Catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Now here's Porter, coming off 31 points last game. And it's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. And here's the fast break. Dillingham wide open, and he fires off target with his 3. Now Porter, and he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. Count that one.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Dillingham with it, guarded by Porter. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
Moody, he sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Porter with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Up top, Pajemski. His last outing, he had 18 points. Randall against Brown. Pass to Porter. Just 4 to shoot. The 3. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. Edwards drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup. Edwards got 5.
And getting aggressive and creative. Edwards finding ways to create space on the floor.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. the numbers here for Brandon Pajemski.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Now here's Porter. The tray hits the three-point bomb. He has 7.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Brown with the screen on Edwards. The kick out to Brown. From outside, off the mark. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Dillingham. Back to Edwards. Hartenstein with the screen for Edwards. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the night here. And that one misses. And here we are, Greg, about a third of the way through the season. Is it too early to talk about MVP?
Some people debate that even before the season begins. I think we do have a front runner, but out of respect for the field, I'll keep that to myself.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Fires the 3. Pajemski grabs the board. Warriors have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. It's good. Porter's got 9 points.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Dillingham. He gets that one.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Warriors. Pass to Moody. Back to Porter from past the arc. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
And he nails the 3rd.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's McDaniels. He had 15 points last outing. Randall against Brown. Randall with the bucket.
Yeah, Randall does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
Pass to Porter. Back to Pajemski. It's Brown on the wing. He's defended by Randall. Outside Porter. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Dillingham. Good on the bucket.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And here are the Warriors now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. That one falls. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Edwards. Coming off a stellar performance against Toronto. Rejected. Outside Porter. The kick out to Brown. And the 3 off target.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Pajemski. Edwards defending. Porter with it. 12 points for him. 16 feet away. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Edwards inside. He's defended by Pajemski. Edwards' shot is good.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Pass to Eubanks. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he makes the first. Clark, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. The Warriors also with a sub. Outside Edwards. Sinks the triple. Edwards got a couple of threes now in the first with the Timberwolves.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Here's the screen. Will it go? Pass to Gay. Back to Porter. Shoots from 12. Minnesota with the rebound.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Here is Edwards. Launches a three. Gay with the rebound. Left side, Porter. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Shannon. 6 points for him. Mr. Gobert. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 6. On the wing. Edwards with another miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top. They finish off the first quarter with a big And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. They've got Porter. Michael Porter's out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Santos in at the 2 guard. They get a hand on it. The Warriors pull it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Watson the screen. Here's Porter driving inside.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
The 10-footer. Gay with the rebound. Gay has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Shannon. That one falls. His 2nd basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
It would take some very special defense to stop him once he gets that close to the bucket, and they weren't special that time.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against. And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And they'll get another chance. Here's Shannon. The Warriors pull it in. Gay's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Right side, Porter. Right wing. Clock at 6. Porter, a screen on Lyles. Watson's shot is off.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Pass to Shannon. The 3. The shot. No good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Warriors shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That one is off. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Who are the league's best setup artists? Let's check it out. Here's Hartenstein. He has 7. And Dillingham now top of the key. Bangs home the trifecta. Dillingham's got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Pass to Watson. To the paint. The kick out to Porter. He's looking for Hartenstein and finds him. Dillingham with it to the middle. With the drive. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Now here's Porter. 17 points in the game. Eubanks finds Porter. Now Watson covered by Lyons. 5 to shoot. 20 feet out. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Hartenstein's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Moody. Hartenstein.
And I like that. Edwards comes off the pick, keeps his options open, and then just makes the right read.
Warriors trail by 10. And here's Porter. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force to end the run. Watson, the pass to Porter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Warriors have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Free throw good, Porter. And Porter drops them both. Timberwolves leading by 8. Now Dillingham. He's got 11. Here's Edwards. Edwards getting the close range 2.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now here's Moody. Edwards defended and finished off by Porter.
And Porter has such great athleticism, able to get up and throw it down.
Dillingham with it. Last game we saw him score 13. Here's Clark. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Warriors trail by 8. Pass to Watson. And Watson slams it in.
They worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Porter finds Porter. Good. And a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 22 points.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's a bad turnover right there. But aside from that one, I think they've done a good job controlling the pace and the ball during the game.
Julius Randle's checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Clark. Brown is checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski's coming in for Porter. Pass to Moody. Back to Porter. And he comes up with the deuce. 24 points for him.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Here's Dillingham. He's got 11. McDaniels in the post. Defended by Moody. 6 to shoot. Dillingham with it. Porter's there, and that one is good. Dillingham's got 13 points.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Pass to Eubanks. Golden State moving it around. Now here's Porter. He's got 24. Porter with the screen for Brown. Here's Podziemski. Misses the three.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the basket by Edwards.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Outside Porter. Good. Nice job down low. Porter's got 26.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Dillingham setting the screen for McDaniel. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
A moment now to see the numbers for Julius Randle. He's averaging 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from...
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Timberwolves lead by 5. From Target Center, back in a moment.
Hey folks, first off, looking ahead to All-Star Weekend. Let's see who's in the running to compete in the three-point contest.
You gotta love All-Star Weekend, guys, especially when it comes to the three-point contest.
I think we should have a three-point contest right now. You and me, Shaq, come on.
I don't even think you can beat Ernie.
Hey, easy. And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Their offense is flowing. Guys are getting into their spot. The ball is finding them. Great execution so far, guys.
I'd say our halftime show is going just as smoothly. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And it's Porter with the ball for Golden State, trailing by 5. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Randle, and it's Dillingham in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Porter, no luck. Timberwolves leading by 5. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Here's Randle, and Randle throws it down.
Randall with massive improvement over last year and could beat you in so many ways that he has confidence in now. What a flush.
Porter passes to Moody. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards looking it over. Pass to Dillingham. Oh, good with the triple. Warriors trail by 5. It's Porter outside. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Porter's got 29.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Here's Randall. Down low. Here's Dillingham. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Warriors have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Porter inside. He's got 29 points. Now, here's Moody. Defense is right there. For the tie. Sweet move. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's McDaniels. Outside for Randall. Some solid defense from Brown.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Now here's Porter. Tight defense on him. Brown outside. Pass to Pajemski. Here's Moody. No good. That would have tied it.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted. Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense. Might need an ironing out.
Here's Dillingham. Randall kicks to McDaniels. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
And the coaching staff enjoying that as Randall is becoming a bit more of a facilitator.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Let's take a moment to show you the NBA's best rebounding teams over the last 10 games. The Timberwolves, number 1.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
Outside, Porter. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. In the game, he shot 6 of 7 from the line.
And what a performance he's put in at the free throw line.
Both good from the line that time. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And timeout. Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Porter? And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists right now. He does a great job of running the offense, spotting the open guy, and making the sound delivery. Hartenstein passes to McDaniels. And another 3 for Minnesota.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
Pass to Porter. Back to Pajemski. Fires from deep. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket for Moody.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards. Showing off right now.
Pass to Eubanks. Brown outside. Inside. Here's Moody. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Hartenstein's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. A little extra right there from Edwards.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let it go.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Here's Porter. There's a screen by Porter. Pass to Pajemski. And here's Porter. Banked in off the glass. Porter's got 33.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. To the inside. Dillingham with it. Porter's there. Dillingham, no good. There's a good screen. And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Pass to McDaniels. Launches it. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And finished off by Porter.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
Outside Edwards. It's rebounded by Golden State. Brown's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Pajemski. Brown dishes to Porter. The screen from Brown. Now Pajemski. Brown kicks to Porter. Here's Pajemski. Good. Nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists tonight.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Pass to Randall. They could use a bucket, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. The overall game of Julius Randle is impressive. He's gritty. He is in there giving it Brent his everything.
Yeah, Kevin, you think about that year where he averaged 24, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, the only other guy is...
Warriors trail by 6 on the court for Golden State here in the 4th. Porter is out there with Peyton Watson. Then it's Porter. And it's Santos in at the 2-guard spot. Inside. And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter. The Timberwolves shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Here's Shannon. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
And Gobert showing how much he wanted that basket.
And here's Porter. Outside Porter, 6 on the shot clock. Porter with the screen for Porter. Trying his luck from deep. Gay misses. Minnesota leading by 8. 4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Near the 3-point line, it's Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Now Porter. To the left wing. Here's Santos. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 4 assists in the game.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Here's Edwards, and it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. On the wing, Porter. Here's Gay, defended by Gobert. Here's Porter. It's hauled in by Shannon.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
Watson finds Porter. Now here's Watson. Porter a screen on Lyles. Here's Watson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
We probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and the willingness to do that has paid off.
First one falls for Minnesota making a switch here. Dillingham's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Moody's checked in.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
First team foul. That's a foul for one.
And that one falls for Dillingham. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Golden State. 7-point differential. Back to Moody for the three. It's Clark with the rebound. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Wiles. Here is Edwards, defended by Moody. Here's Dillingham. Makes it off the glass. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
To the paint, here's Gay. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. The Warriors making a switch here. Santos is checked in. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet, are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope, guys.
All right, David, thanks.
Second team foul.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. A 3 ball.
And they may want to work on getting more high percentage shots. They have the lead, but the three-point shots haven't been falling for them like they were in the first half.
Down low. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And the slam, if Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
Moody the pass to Santos. Watson surveying the D. Pass to Porter. Puts up a 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Edwards got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Dillingham. And a beautiful crossover there. Dillingham's got the lead up to 11 now for Minnesota.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Porter, no luck. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Free throw line jump shot. Dillingham, no good. Warriors trail by 11. Outside Porter. Pass to Santos. To the middle. The kick out to Porter. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 40 points.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Here's Dillingham. And here's Edwards, defended by Moody. Here's Gobert. Nice follow-through on the fadeaway. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
And the big man from France, Gobert, a menace around the rim.
Porter with it. Defended now by Dillingham. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error
on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert, and Randall subbed in for Trey Lyons. Pass to Dillingham. Clark sets a screen for Randall. Porter pulls it in. Warriors trail by 10. On the wing, Porter. Another three for Golden State.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line in a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Daniels, he's checked in for Clark. And the Warriors making a change here. Warriors trail by 9. Outside, Porter. Back to Podziemski. Moody finds Podziemski. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Porter from downtown. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Yes, that goes in. And now it's an 11-point Minnesota lead.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Podziemski. And again, no good by Golden State.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Pass to Randall. Over Eubanks. Randall no good. Warriors trail by 11. Porter with it. Brown outside. Here's Podziemski. Drops in the trap.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Timberwolves leading by 8. Randall outside. Three-pointer. That one falls. Drew, it's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
Massively improved from the three-point line. Randall, a weapon here from deep.
Here's Pajemski. Edwards defending. Eubanks.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Edwards passes to McDaniels. Randall outside. Randall can't get that one to fall. And it's Porter with the ball for the Warriors. They trail by 9 points. Brown outside. The kick out to Porter. Pocket 6. Fires from the line. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Hartenstein's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Pass to Edwards. Oh, what? A physical score from Edwards.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Porter with it. There's the pick. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Porter's got 16 here in the second half.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point, he's going to need some help.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Here is Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Warriors trail by 11. Here is Porter. Pass to Pajemski. Back to Porter. 6 to shoot. It's deflected. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Dillingham. He's defended by Pajemski. That one good for 2. Edwards got the lead up to 13 now for Minnesota.
And that's what they're looking for from Edwards. Scoring from all areas of the court. Even mid-range keeps the defense honest.
Here's Porter. True on the 14-footer. Porter's got 44.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Here's Edwards. The Warriors pull it in. Now here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Randall. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Golden State's gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. Edwards against Porter. Brown with the screen on Edwards. Pajemski on the wing. They get it again. Porter passes to Moody. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
30 seconds left in the game. Outside Porter. Brown sets a screen for Porter. Pass to Eubanks. Lets the three fly. It's good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And he commits the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
Timeout called the Warriors. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is...
Thank you for that, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying...